Hey, hi, how are ya? Dani here. I want to start this video first off by saying I do not have a rhyme, reason, or even inkling of an idea of how I'm going about this or what I'm doing. So if you want structure and order, this is not the video for you. I'll see you next time. Because I don't know what I'm doing. All I know is that I have to touch everything I have. That's the best way I can describe it. If you watched my deck pair video, I talked about how going through my decks and looking for, my favorite pairs or new pairs, whatever, got me just in the headspace of, oh wait, I have to take out and touch and look through every deck I own to see what I want and what I need to let go. I just got to get it gone. I got to clear some space. Just for my brain's sake. It's just what I'm drawn to do, so that's what I'm going to do. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that my practice is changing a bit. That's not to say that tarot is not a big part of my practice. Card reading will always be a big part of my practice. And by no means am I like, I'm getting rid of everything I have. Like, that's not what's happening. I love my tarot. But I do feel like the energy, the vibe, what I'm using them for, how I'm using them, I don't know, everything is kind of shifting, and there are some things that I just feel like I'm holding on to that I don't need to, that just don't really have a good place in my practice, or things that they've been here a long time and it's just time to go, So I want to touch everything and go through everything, and that's what we're going to do. So let's do this. Okay, I went ahead and put my phone on silent because it will be guaranteed to ring if I sit here and talk to you guys. So I have that on silent. I have my coffee. Let's look at some decks. So I have a couple in front of me. Like, should I show you guys? Like, I already have like piles of stuff right now. That's what we're doing, okay? I've been just like, oh, I'm gonna put these here, I'm gonna put these there, so I can go through them. So I'm gonna start with the pile in front of me. Okay. So let's start with this, the Astro Matrix Tarot. Okay. This is a really neat tarot. I don't know if I've shown this before. Maybe I have. It has QR codes on the back. And it is fairly, I say fairly, no, it is very modern. I mean, it is just an RWS. It has really great artwork. I've used it a few times and I was really digging it. I was like, oh, this is like a modern, like a really good modern deck that I don't feel like is too in my face, but is still like obviously modern. She has headphones on. Girls dancing in the rain. Like, I do really... It's got a really cool tower. I do really like this. There's even some women in the the Five of Wands. I love this. It's like so goth. You guys ever watch South Park with the emo kids? I think they're the emo kids, right? Or are they goth? I don't remember, whatever. But I love them so much. How they go and just like smoke at the Denny's or whatever it is. every time I see that card, for whatever reason, it just reminds me of the goths from South Park. Maybe because he's real tall and skinny. I don't know, whatever. Look at that stash. Man. I dig it. Here's the thing, though. We have Kali for death, which is really cool. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I just don't think I'm going to be using this. Like, for a modern deck, I really like this deck. It's so cool. Who's this by? Artist is Gusty Made Adi Karnaiwan. Can y'all see that? I have no idea if I said that even remotely right. And then the creators, Mark Lilly, Elise Osborne, Leanne Vanderham. I don't know, it's really well done. I'm going to be honest, like, I want to think that I'm going to be like a modern reader that's going to read with these modern decks or modern looking decks and be cool and hip. But I never do. I never do. I don't know, it just doesn't resonate. It just doesn't resonate as much. And it's so cool, but I don't think so. I don't think it's for me. So I think I'm going to put that in the to-go pile. To-go pile. Well, okay. No, that's an indefinite to-go pile. Maybe we'll have 3. The keep, the maybe, or like Lisa dubbed it, the purgatory, and the no. I think we're going to do that. Okay. This, we're going to talk about this again. This was on the chopping block for a hot minute. And that is the Medieval Europe Tarot. Honestly, I don't think it's on the chopping block because I'm like really drawn to work with it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, ooh, I want to open it and mess around with it. So obviously, time not done. But I mean, look at this. It's got all the weird animals. Y'all know I love that shit. Look at that. Yeah. It's just the best. It's just the best. But I do honestly think I want to try to do something with these horrific orange things at the top. I'm just going to be real. They're horrific. Don't even at me. It's just personal preference. And I think I'm going to take out all the extra cards. Like there's the 7 planets, right? Or 8 planets. My dumb is showing. I don't remember. Okay, yeah. So they have a couple of extra cards. Yeah. This is the extra chariot. There's another one in there. I kept that one in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 extra cards. So I'm going to take those 7 out. Not that it makes that much difference in the ginormity of this deck. Is that a word? It is now. But taking those out, and then I'm going to see about doing something with those because I just haven't been using them, but it's been on my mind, so we're going to keep that and we're going to alter that and see how that goes. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Pensive Path Tarot. This is by Reese Marin. Reese does some really great stuff. It's the curated card, I believe. Yeah, the curated card. Pensive Path. It looks like the back of a painting. I know I'm not in very good lighting. that this is curated images from public domain art. Really well done. Really well done. You know what though? I have quite a few of these. Like I have this one. I have my revival, revival art. I have, oh, there's another one. Oh, there's a few. I think I'm gonna gather. Oh, I had the Beautiful Rebellion, but I don't have that anymore. But I feel like I have a few of these. I think I might want to put those together. I'm gonna put this in a maybe pile, because I haven't been using stuff like that in general lately, which is odd because I normally do. But maybe it's because I do have a few. I think I want to chunk those together, and maybe we'll do like a decision on those. Okay. Nightmare Before Christmas. You know, every time I come across this one, I am torn because it's Nightmare Before Christmas, which I love. I loved as a kid. I remember when they had the Burger King watches. Oh my god, I wanted one so bad. Was it Burger King? Anyway. Oh, and every time I look at it, it sucks me back in, but I don't use it. It's Abigail Larson's artwork. I feel like I've been talking about her for like 2 or 3 months now, but I think it's because we studied the Dark Wood Tarot. I thought I had around here. It probably is somewhere. The Dark Wood Tarot, and then I've been messing around with the Horror Tarot, and then of course we have the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. It is so great, and I really do like these pips. I think it's because, I don't know, maybe the needle aspect. I really like the needles. That's why I bought the Teeny Tiny Tarot in the first place. I don't have it anymore because I didn't use it, but the needle suit just got me. I love that. I do sew, and I don't know, I like all the pins and needles, and sorry, I have a piece of hair in my eye. Yeah, all the pins and needles and threads, and I love all that. Gosh, it's so cute. It does draw me in every daggum time. But then I'll pull it out to use it, and I'm like, I don't really want to. Oh, and I love the Oogie Boogie and green for the devil. And I think the reason I always like battle with myself is because I do love the art, and I love the fact that it's a tarot and that it's Nightmare Before Christmas, but like I also like, I feel like I don't use it. I don't really look at it all that much either. Like, to just be like, maybe it's just something I enjoy. Like, at this point, I feel like it's something I just have, you know? Oh, I have this thing. And with my tarot, like, that's just not how my tarot collection works, you know? I'm just like, it's this thing I have that I don't, for me, that's not where my collection is, you know? And I know we talk about this all the time. Everybody has different reasons for keeping tarot and getting rid of tarot and collecting tarot and all that stuff. And for me, like, god dang, I really do love this image. But I don't always want, I think that's the thing, I don't always want Nightmare Before Christmas. I kind of just want those creepy things. Maybe that's what I'm looking for. And I think I can probably I could probably pit this against some of my other creepy things, like, well, like the Cursed Auguaries. I mean, I love this deck. Okay, warning, if you don't like needles, I'm about to show something semi-gross. I'll kind of cover the most of it, but like, it's got the needles and the weird and the skeletons. It's got the nails. The nails and the snails. You know, like, I feel like when I want that energy, I don't always want to see Jack Skellington. You know what I mean? Especially reading with others. Like, this, all the teeth. It's the, by far, I think, my creepiest deck. And I just really like it, and it oogs me out at the same time. I think because it's got some of that conjure magic on there. Gives me the frissons. Ooh. So I think I can safely say that I have other things that might be better fit. I just, as much as I love the idea of it, I don't need the thing, I think is what it is. This is kind of, when I need that energy, this is where I go, you know? Up next. Okay, we have these. I've been pairing them together because I've been trying to see if I want to keep these. And the long and short of it is, I don't know about this just yet. I love the guidebook on the Genius Garden Tarot. I just did a flip through of it when I got it in on my channel if you want to see all the cards and stuff. But it's got a really, really great guidebook. But I don't know aesthetically if this is something that I would keep in my collection moving forward. But like I said, it's got a really great guidebook, so I'm kind of torn. I'm like, maybe I'll make notes on the guidebook and then pass it on to someone who can use it. I just feel like I'm really enjoying my time with it right now. I just don't think it's gonna stay. So I think this is one I'm gonna put in the maybe pile. But this one I think I'm gonna let go. I really like the images. Matter of fact, I have one of their extra cards, that's the backs, which don't really go with the fronts in many ways. It kind of bothers me. Anyway, but I don't know, I just don't feel like it speaks to me all that much like it used to. I used this for a solid chunk of time, but again, I think that was when I was still kind of exploring other realms and other spaces in a totally different way. I feel like I've had a good time with this deck, but it's just not something that I use or really need anymore in my practice, so I think I'm gonna let this one go. It's got the bear. It's got like all kinds of really, really cool images, but it's just like, I don't know, it just doesn't quite fit anymore. So I think I'm gonna let this one go. Up next, I battled with this one before, but I've had some extra time with it. And I have used it quite a bit for myself, for others, for clients. It's a really beautiful deck. Aesthetically, I think it's amazing. And I love the look of it, as crazy as it is on screen. I love the look of it in pictures. I love the look of this deck a lot. but I'm just not drawn to use it all that much. I do flip through it. I'll have it somewhere in my cabinet and I'll grab it and I'll flip through it and be like, I should use this more often. But then I just don't. And it's just got so many elements that I love. Especially the cardstock. This cardstock is, I don't know, it feels kind of plasticky. I like it. It's like it sounds plasticky on the front. But the back is embossed. So it doesn't feel the same on the back, you know? But then you have this that's like embossed in there too, so I'm assuming it is some type of plastic. I don't know, it's really good cardstock. Look at that. Oh Lord, should I even say that? Is this in the realm of AI? Don't even ask me about AI because I'm not talking about it. Not doing it. Because that is a loaded question. It's turned into some craziness right now. Anyway. Look at that. God, it's really beautiful, but I really don't use it. Oh, but I might. Maybe I will. She says convincingly. I think I'm still going to keep this one. Because I want to shuffle it. I mean, I've had good readings with it. I don't not like it. I just haven't been reaching for it. But every time I look at it, I get excited again. Dopamine hit. God, it's really cool, man. Look at that. Okay. No, yeah. I think it's grown on me. I think this has grown on me. You've been saved again, little buddy. I really thought I was gonna ixnay that one. Okay. I want to talk about this one. Because I grabbed this one because I was about to start working with this one in the long term. And I sat with it and I started using it a little bit and I realized it's not for me. It's not for me. And I really thought, because I had Thistledown and I was like, oh, listen, we're about to grab Thistledown because it does look really good with this deck. Really great energy with it. But I don't know. It's not quite what I don't know, it's not quite what I want from it. I do love the storybook nature of it and the story of it. I don't know, I just don't connect with it. And I usually connect with, I don't know, I'm just like lost in this kind of story, sorry. Like I do love the storybook feel of it. But man, it really fell flat for me and I was kind of disappointed that it fell flat. Maybe again, I think everything is like a space and time kind of thing. And I wasn't in a space for it before. So I put it away for a while and then I felt like I was ready for it now and I took it out again and it was still like no, there's just, it's not there. And so I think I'm just gonna let it go. It's mass market. I can always get it back if I wanted. So I think I'm gonna let that one go. Yeah. We have Little Odd Tarot. So a lot of these are some that I've recently been using. Little Odd Tarot. Honestly, I think I might be ready to let this one go. Because it reminds me, like, using it reminds me a lot of, let me grab it. Reminds me a lot of the Skeleton Tarot. Check it. And so when I want black and white quirky decks, I think I prefer my little skeletons. Although I really think that this is such cute art. I just feel like when I want that kind of cute art, I like the little skeletons. Even though, oh man, okay, we gotta sit on our hind end for this. This cardstock over this one every day. This some big chunk. I'm not gonna lie, it's some big chunk. It's that thick paper. I wonder if this is like 400. I don't know. It's real thick. It's real thick. And honestly, you can see the difference. So I much prefer that. And it's become a this or that. I much prefer the cardstock, but I do prefer the skeletons, I think, when I want that kind of quirky energy. These are the ones that I like to pull out in the mornings, especially like a nice fall morning, drinking some coffee and talking to some skeletons. Yeah, I really like this versus that. So I think I'm gonna let this one go, and then we're gonna for sure keep my skeletons. For sure. What else we have right here? The Guiding Light Tarot. I have been using this. This is a really cool tarot, I will say. However, I think the energy is a little too... I almost want to say aggressive. I love this moon card. Oh. See all those spikes and stuff that are everywhere? There does feel like a very empty or like hollow space to this deck. And again, it just doesn't quite fit and feel the way that I want to feel. What? Yeah, that's how I judge my tarot. But it's true. It doesn't make me feel like I want to be in that energy. And so I've used it, but I don't really like it. It does feel very stark and stiff, and like the energetic space that it brings me to, I guess because of the strict lines and the very hazy look to everything, it really does feel like I'm there. It's very Hellraiser-esque and like not really a comfortable place to read in, I guess, if that makes any sense. Because sometimes I feel like decks do create an atmosphere in the same way that lighting does, in the same way that, you know, decor does, and things like that. Like, it does set an atmosphere, and sometimes it's not a comfortable one. And I feel like there are there are times and spaces where we do need to get uncomfortable. Especially when we're reading for ourselves or for others. Like, we need those true spaces. We need those places where we do kind of feel uncomfortable sometimes. But that's a different level. Like, with this, it's just, I don't like the space that it creates, and so I don't have to be in that space if I don't want. And that's how I don't want to be in that space, you know? Like, not as in it's a bad space. It's just not a space that I like to read in. And so I think I'm just going to let this one go. Man, it was really cool, though. I will say it was a very unique experience because it did feel different. It's not something that, I don't know, it's not a place that I usually go to. It's not an energy that I usually work with. So working with this kind of energy and just like the whole tone that it sets, I really do find it was really interesting. Just not for me. But a really interesting deck. I'm not gonna lie. What else do we have here? Ooh. Slavic Legends. So I did get the PDF of the Major Arcana. I haven't read through it yet. So I haven't really worked with this one. I was waiting. I want to read and then work with it that way. So I am going to do that, just not at this time. But I do love this deck. And so I got it, and I've had it sitting on my shelf, and I've been flipping through it, and I'll use it every once in a while. But I really want to read through and use this deck. So this is definitely going nowhere. Oh, I love the box. It just feels so good. I was dumb, and I got the wrong cardstock. But it's fine. It's fine. I still love the deck. Okay. So that won't deter me from there. What do I have in here? Oh, you know what? I do have... It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. I do have... in my little box of Dracul, the Bohemian Gothic. I do have, this is the second edition. I want to say, I don't have the book. Dang. I don't have the book for Bohemian Gothic. But I do have more than one copy. I have this one. I think I have an older one. Maybe I have the, what is this one? It's right here. Eep. Okay. This is, well, this is probably a later copy. 3rd edition. Okay. So I have a 3rd edition and a 2nd edition and an itty bitty one. But I don't have the big books. This one does not have the gloss. The foil. They do have these backs. I don't know what this one is. I think this one is the same. Yeah, this one's got these backs. I really like these backs. Now I haven't flipped through to see. I just kind of grab it when I want it. I really do like the Gothic Tarot. I don't need all these copies. I think I might keep this 2nd edition because I prefer the feel of those cards. Honestly. Maybe I should shuffle them though. I mean, they never really changed their card stock. Yeah, they shuffle basically the same. But I do like the memento mori on the back of these. So I think I'm just going to, I think I'm going to keep this one. Like I said, I don't have the book. I don't have the big book. So it doesn't really matter, I guess, which one. Comme ça, that goes in there. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So I'm gonna ixnay that one. I'm gonna keep my boxed one. Oh, Ritual Tarot. Yeah. Yeah, she thick, but she mine. I can't get it out very easily. Ooh. So good. So good. I do think I am going to write on them though, and just kind of make them a little more mine and do some edging. It just feels fitting for the Ritual Tarot. I feel like you gotta create your own thing with it. I don't know, it just feels that way to me. Okay, so that's fine. Oh yeah, we have the Starmaiden's Tarot. This one I was literally like, it's just a major arcana, and it just reminds me of David Bowie. It's like a very Starman vibe. Oh, that's just a... Hello, Cosmic Friends. Yeah. It's really crazy. I don't use it at all, though. I had it just because I had it. I don't know. Like, a part of me is like, it's just weird and cool. I do like weird and cool. I don't know. I think I need this. It still has like stickers on it and everything. I was gifted this by one of my friends. He was like, it's so ugly, you're gonna love it. And it's true. And I mean that in the best way. Okay, let me explain that. What I mean is we both like really strange and unusual decks, and just the weirder the better. So yeah, we usually message each other quite often saying like, this is the most hideous thing I've ever seen, you're gonna love it. That's our favorite thing. So I don't know, I still think it's the weirdest, and I really like it. It's staying with me. Okay. What else? Do I go up? Do I go to the side? Disco, what's in here? I don't remember. I think I was making a box for something, and then I got distracted. It's on top of my Ocili Occultati. Auguaries, Occultati. I never say it right. Anyway, this bad mamma jamma goes nowhere. Okay. Oh, it's Pear Tree Court. I have the bag behind, so I never even thought about it. I forgot I stuck this in there. Yeah, I'm making a box for it. And I was like, I know I put something in that box, because I was like, I'm making it, and then distracted. Pear Tree Court. Yeah, that's going nowhere. It means I have not used that for like 3 weeks. I usually use Pear Tree Court a lot. It's probably because I couldn't find it. Probably. Okay, let's look at what's in here. Okay. I have my little box. Okay, let's see what's in here. Oh, I know what this one is. I can't show this one on here. This is the, what is it, Saint Jinx? Yeah, we can't show that on here, but I'm keeping that one. Cosmic Tarot. Okay, so again, I do love me some vintage vibes. And I've used it quite often. I actually really love pairing this with the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. They read so well together. I was using this a lot for year ahead readings, because it pairs so well with it. Oh man, watch, I have it right here. Can I reach it? Come on, baby. My little arms are short. Oracle of the Radiant Sun. I know we've all discussed these things, but like, dear everyone who makes cards, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Listen, you know what I'm doing? I'm keeping this out and I'm making a bag for it because I'm done with this mess. That's what I'm doing. Yes. I have some small bags with the little zippers, and I think I'm just gonna take that sun, put it on both sides, like that, comme ça, like that, or even like that, put it on both sides, call it a day, because I'm tired of messing with that box. I complain about it every time I use it. Okay, so look at that. Do you see those colors though? Look at that. Gosh, I love... You know, I was thinking I might not need this anymore, but thinking about this pair and how well it read, it was a dream to read with for bigger spreads and for year aheads. Yeah, these two are for show staying, but again, look, Martin Short. Wait, where's John Travolta? Like Elizabeth Taylor as a Cleopatra. Yeah, anyway. We have some famous cameos in this deck, but I still really like it. Especially paired with Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Yeah. And keep this out so I can go make my little thing. Okay. Alright, we'll finish looking at a couple more, and then I think I'll stop it for now, and we'll go with the part 2. Maybe a little more organized. I can't promise anything. Okay. Self-Love Tarot. Already, I really like this deck. I don't think it's going anywhere. I really don't. I really like reading for others with it. I don't read for myself with it often. Not that I haven't. I do sometimes, but like I feel like it's one that I'm drawn to when it comes to some of the readings that I do for clients. I feel like really drawn to this deck. I think because it's a very chill vibe, you know? Everybody's kind of like soft and mushy. And so there's a softness about it. There's I don't know, there's an openness and a bright side to it, and I feel like there are some instances where we need that like softer bright side of a situation when we need that energy, I feel like this is the one to go to. So I think I'm gonna keep this one for sure. Like just shuffling it, just like have it, like being in its energy. It definitely feels like one that if my therapist were to say, I want a tarot deck that's gonna, you know, feel like therapy. It's gonna be very much, you know, let's talk about things. Let's express our feelings. I would definitely say Self-Love Tarot. I think you can feel the energy that was put into it. It feels calming to me. And so I like it. I think I'm going to definitely keep this one. Keep a hold. Oh, okay. So I think it's time to get cooking on this one. I have this one so that I can study, because I have, did I show y'all this before? This huge booklet. And you bet your ass I'm gonna read it. Like, I don't know, there's something about it. Early 2000s tarot book. I gotta see what they was talking about. I feel like there are parts of it that seem very much high. It is 2000. But it does look like it has some really great information in it. So I do want to read it before I decide what I'm going to do. Because the deck aesthetically, it ain't it for me. However, it's not bad art. It's just aesthetically not something that I'm drawn to. And I think it has nothing to do with the art itself, but the layout of the deck. I don't like all this. I don't. Like, I would probably cut all that off. And I feel like that's kind of going to be important for whatever we're talking about in this Merryday Tarot. It's got like this like mix of cultures and things of that sort. I want to say this one has like a different group for every suit. So we have like an African inspired, Native American, East Asian, and then maybe like a European. I thought it was Viking, but some look Greek, some look, this is like Arthurian ledger, Arthurian legend. Did I even say that correctly this time? I can't mouth anymore. Yeah. So, just like a miscellaneous. Because he looks like he's at a disco. I know he's at a bank, but he looks like he's at a disco. And he's having a great time. Anyway, this has got some very unique stuff in it. So, I mean, still color me intrigued. I gotta know what's in this. So I am not done yet. But I do feel like it's one, like, I wanna do it to see what I'm gonna think of it and, like, make that decision. Like, that's the kind of space I'm in. I'm like, okay, you said that, now you have to do it and make a decision. So, I guess I'll be doing that soon. Okay, last one for today. This one ain't going anywhere. This is the Dang Olsen Dream Tarot. This has, I don't know, it's a very 90s nostalgia for me. I love this deck. because it reminds me of the cartoons that I liked as a kid. It has that like Merry Medleys. What was it called? The Merry Medleys deck. It's like it's that with the 90s mixed in. And kind of like a creepy black hole sun vibe. If you've ever seen that video. I don't know. It's just, it makes me feel like I can walk through Spencer's in the 90s and see these kind of creatures and aliens and checkered things. And, you know, I used to watch cartoons that looked similar to this, and I don't know, it holds the 90s for me without being a 90s theme, because again, I think that's a little, I don't know. Well, I say that, and I love the Millennial Tarot, so I'm a liar. I was gonna say, like, I don't think I would use something as, like, themed, but I'm a liar, so. Liar, liar, pants on fire. I'm not really a liar. I don't mean to lie. Okay. Yeah. I got to stop here for now. I don't want to. I have not gotten far. However, I gotta go get some little kitties from school. So, I'm gonna pause, and we'll be back really soon with some more deck cleansing. Okay. So anything that I showed today, I'm going to try to have listed down below. If there's anything that I am letting go, you can always check on my, I'll leave a link down below, but you can always check on DaniMystic.com. Anytime I clear out my collection, I just throw it up on there. I did go through a sweep. I lowered a lot of prices. Some things I went through and I did a deck analysis pricing the first time, and I was like, over it. And I'm not doing that this time because I don't care that much. I don't care that much. I didn't have a lot the first time. I'm gonna have a lot of different decks this time, so I'm just gonna put up a price that I feel like is fair. I'll have that on there. Yeah, so if you're interested in that, go there. That way you can see what I have, if it's there, if it's not. Yeah, I'll probably be doing that throughout this whole thing, so snatch up a deck if you want. But I am going to continue on until I go through every deck. So here's to part 1. Later, Gators.